Driving Thailand's competitiveness requires a precise and targeted funding mechanism. This is the core mission of the Program Management Unit for Competitiveness, or PMUC. Under the leadership of our director, Associate Professor Dr. Ganda Bunso Thonsate, we stand as one of the 11 vital program management units propelling the nation forward. Operating in alignment with the Office of National Higher Education Science, Research and Innovation Policies Council, and supported by the Thailand Science, Research and Innovation Funding, PMUC's mission is to channel research and innovation grants to both the public and private sectors, extending within and beyond the Ministry of Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation. Ultimately, our goal is to deliver tangible and sustainable benefits for the public, Thai enterprises, and government sectors alike. Under the 2023 to 2027 Science, Research and Innovation Plan, there are 4 core strategies. PMUC serves as the main engine driving Strategy 1, or S1, with a strong focus on economic development. This is why the largest portion of our budget from TSRI is directed towards this key mission. Simultaneously, we proudly co-support Strategy 3, Advancing Frontier Research, as well as Strategy 4, Empowering Workforce Development. PMUC was founded to champion 4 primary goals. Number 1, supporting research and innovation that directly answers socioeconomic needs. Number 2, accelerating technology transfer and full-scale commercialization. Number 3, developing the National Quality Infrastructure, NQI, to elevate our products and services to global standards, unlocking new value. And number 4, driving co-investment in partnership with the private sector and direct end users. Recognizing that many past research projects were not yet ready for the market, PMUC has reshaped its strategy to bridge this critical gap.
Reflecting on our past funding initiatives, we identified a significant research-to-market gap. Many supported projects were below Technology Readiness Level 4, or TRL4, meaning they lacked the maturity required for real-world innovation. To resolve this, we now mandate that all newly funded projects must start at TRL4 or above. Secondly, research was historically driven by the specific expertise of the researchers. We are now pivoting to a strictly demand-driven approach. This means placing the private sector and actual end users at the very heart of innovation development. Thirdly, regarding the innovation ecosystem, we noticed that agencies often operated in silos. PMUC aims to bridge these efforts. For instance, we can adopt early-stage projects, TRL 1 to 3 from PMUB, and advance them through TRL 4 to 8, and ideally up to TRL 9. If a project requires further commercial scaling, we seamlessly hand it over to the NIA. Lastly, we are committed to National Quality Infrastructure, or NQI, development by upgrading more domestic laboratories to achieve internationally recognized standard certifications.
These ambitious goals have shaped PMUC's core vision, which is powered by 4 key mechanisms. It begins with a strategic focus on research at TRL 4 or higher, designed to generate tangible commercial impact. This is pursued alongside the continuous elevation of NQI standards, all driving toward our ultimate goal, building unshakable competitiveness for the nation. To measure our success concretely, PMUC has established 4 key impact indicators, or KIIs. First is economic value, which must exceed 3.9 times the initial PMUC funding within 3 to 5 years. This is coupled with driving private sector co-investment to over 15% of our funding, validating the market's confidence in Thai innovation. Furthermore, we are dedicated to building a strong foundation of innovation-driven enterprises, or IDEs, achieving a target of over 50%. Lastly, we aim to elevate our standards by increasing the number of certified labs by more than 50%.
Looking at the technology readiness levels, or TRLs, they range from 1 to 9. Naturally, TRL 1 to 3 remain at the lab scale. At TRL 4, basic components have been successfully tested and integrated. This development continues through TRL 5, 6, and 7, where the innovation is ready for real-world field testing. By TRL 8 and 9, the product is fully prepared for commercialization. This creates a clear innovation pipeline. For early-stage research at TRL 1 to 3, funding should be sought from agencies like NRCT, PMUB, or through fundamental funds. For mid to late-stage projects, from TRL 4 up to 8, researchers can apply to PMUC, as well as ARDA, PMUA, and HSRI. However, this depends entirely on the project's specific framework. For example, a project focusing on plant breeding should be directed to ARDA, not PMUC. But if the goal is to develop high-value functional foods, PMUC is the perfect fit. Finally, once our supported projects successfully reach TRL 8, we can seamlessly hand them over to the NIA to cross the finish line at TRL 9.
This operational framework encompasses 11 core programs, divided into 2 key pillars. The first pillar consists of 8 programs focused on S-curve industries. These include tourism and creative economy, health and medicine, functional ingredient and high-valued agricultural products and health foods, circular economy, bioenergy, biochemicals and biomaterials, digital and semiconductors, future mobility and rail systems, and logistics. The second pillar features 3 enabling programs, acting as the essential gears that drive innovation to the market. These are Innovation-Driven Enterprises, or IDEs, Global Partnership, and National Quality Infrastructure, or NQI. The heart of our funding principle is that every project must clearly address the key results, or KRs, of its respective program. We emphasize tangible outcomes, such as generating actual sales or concretely reducing logistics costs. This aligns with the vital KPI set by TSRI. For every 1 baht invested by PMUC, a return of 3.9 to 5 baht must be generated for the country.
A crucial aspect of crafting a successful grant proposal is understanding what our evaluation committee heavily focuses on. It starts with the input. The project must begin at TRL 4 or higher. The output, or the deliverable generated from the research, must reach at least TRL 6. This means the project must advance by a minimum of 2 TRL steps. Next is the outcome. We look closely at exactly who will utilize this output and what concrete changes it will bring, such as increasing revenue, reducing dependency on imports, or cutting costs. Finally, we evaluate the impact. How will the end users scale this outcome to create a broader, lasting effect that directly answers the key results of the program? Regarding PMUC's funding management guidelines, historically, we opened calls for proposals only 2 to 3 times a year, depending on project volume, budget, and proposal potential. Moving forward, there is no more waiting. You can now submit your project ideas via a concept note all year round. This streamlined process saves researchers and applicants valuable time, while maximizing PMUC's opportunity to discover high-potential proposals.
Regarding PMUC's funding allocation criteria, our evaluation is based on 2 primary factors: the size of the corporate entity and the technology readiness level, or TRL. We categorize our funding into 4 distinct models: small, medium, large, and PPP projects. The proportion of PMUC's in-cash financial support varies depending on the project's starting TRL. Ultimately, this strategic approach is designed to concretely drive and enhance the competitive advantage of the private sector. For a 12-month project, our funding disbursement is structured into 3 distinct installments. The first installment is processed 30 days after the contract signing, with PMUC disbursing 50% of our funded amount and the private sector concurrently contributing 50% of their share. The second installment follows the submission and PMUC's approval of the 6-month progress report. At this stage, PMUC releases another 40%, while the private sector contributes their remaining 50%. The final 10% from PMUC is dispersed upon the submission and our official approval of the complete final report. For an 18-month project, the financial disbursement is structured into 4 specific installments. The first installment is processed 30 days after the contract signing, with PMUC dispersing 50% of the funds and the private sector matching this with a 50% contribution. The second installment follows the submission and PMUC's approval of the 6-month progress report. At this stage, PMUC provides an additional 20%, while the private sector contributes their remaining 50%. The third installment, consisting of another 20% from PMUC, follows the submission of the progress report for 12 months. Finally, the remaining 10% from PMUC is disbursed once the complete final report is submitted and has received official approval from PMUC.
In today's rapidly evolving world, innovation is no longer merely an option. It is a necessity for survival. PMUC firmly believes in the potential of the Thai people. We stand ready to transform research into a powerful engine for economic growth. If you are a researcher or an entrepreneur with a market-ready innovation and are seeking the funding to scale it commercially, join us. Together, let's build a sustainable future for Thailand.